Shalom. Here now I want to tell you a part of the Bible as in Judges chapter 7 to Judges chapter 8, where it mentions the sword, a sword for the Lord and the sword for Gideon, and each one of the Gideonites, 300 only Gideonites, in one hand, the left hand was placed, I would say, a torch, something like this Gideon torch, with a clay pot covering it, and with the fire coming out. Yeah, and the uniqueness, the miracle is already there when God instructed the Gideonites, to hold the torch up. Because when you put a clay pot on a torch, definitely the fire will go off. And why did they place a clay pot on the torch? Is because they do not want the light that's in the clay pot to get out, that the enemy will see the Gideonites coming. And so this is just one of it, the torch, Gideon torch. And now we look at the story behind the attack of the Gideonites. So for the I call this the Gideon sword shofar. And also there's one thing unique about a Gideon sword shofar, is that it is also called a shape in a pair, like a lyre. You know, the lyre that King David played. Yeah, you can see that, the shape of a lyre. It is not a harp, shape of harp, but a lyre, with strings attached. And so David plays it for Saul to calm him down, and also in the herds, with the animals, the sheep that he's taking care of as one of the shepherd boy. So a lyre, shofar, we call this the shape of a lyre. There are other lyre as well, shofar, lyre horn in the wild of other animals, but this is just one of it. So the sword, a sword for the Lord and for Gideon. So when the Gideonites, only 3 of them left, when God started to choose them, they were instructed by God to Gideon, and also Gideon forwarding the instruction, break the 300 Gideonites into 3 groups. 3 groups to be placed in different parts of the valley. The hills coming down to the valley. And if we look at the army, in an army, that each shofar that is held by one person is the signal man for a company, a whole company of an army that is following after that signal man, which is the shofar blower. So when the shofar blowers, as this Gideon instructed to the Gideonites army to blow, he says, one hand hold, left hand hold the torch with the clay pot, and with another hand they holding another instruments, could be the sword, or the shofar, I would say. It breaks the clay pot and the lights comes out. And as the 135,000 Midianites that's in the valley, together with the horses and the donkeys to carry their food, and probably got goats and cows, the Midianites army, when they hear and saw the light and the shofar being sounded, they began to panic. Because they know that one trumpet, one shofar blows, there is a lot of army following. So they were so confused in the middle of the night, dark night. They run and bang into each other. So when they bang into each other, they panic, start to panic. Who is that? Who is that? And then they start to take out their sword and kill each other, kill their own comrades in arms. So when they're killing all the comrades in arms, but slaughtering and slaughtering, can you just imagine the goats there bleeping, the cow mooing, yeah, and the donkeys braying, and it's total confusion. And many of them died in the valley, the Gideonites. And there are people, the small soldiers who has escaped. Yeah. So when they escape, this Gideon called upon the Naphtali, the Asher, and the Manasseh tribe to pursue the remnants of those who has escaped and defeat them. The thing that is interesting is that the Gideonites army, I would say, they did not draw a sword at all to kill the enemies. Yeah, all this was miraculous, total miracle that the enemy killed themselves. That's why when you sound the shofar, always frightens, cause a fear in the enemy or alertness in the Christians or the believers in their heart, in their spirit, man. They will start to respond and it will vibrate. We have the sound of the shofars. So for here now, I have these shofars here. I want to introduce to you the for today. I will introduce to you this sword. Yeah, a sword for the Lord and a sword for Gideon. So this is called a sword shofar, Gideon sword shofar, and this is in video 658 XL size. Yeah, XL size, already completed with the menorah engraved. Yeah, signifying the light. Miraculous menorah has a story of its own. So the color of this shofar, I would say, is a light chocolate color, going towards a dark olive cream colors, a mixture. And you can see the brown stripes here, very nice, along the horn. And in this particular Gideon sword shofar, the patterns is very beautiful. You can see all the grains being maintained as we clean it out. Yeah, all of it clean out very nicely. You can appreciate the grains, the natural grains that God's created. And you see the high point, I will call it the ribs of the horn, the majestic ribs of the horn on the animal. You can see the patterns. Yeah, it starts to crisscross. Yeah, some of them will crisscross, and then you see a line here. Very beautiful. You see that? These are called, I'll call it the ribs of the horn. And these are the valleys. Call these the valleys, or you can call it the grooves as well, all maintained. So let's hear this particular Gideon sword shofar, video 658 XL size. Imagine the sound of the shofar that is sounded there, the droning sound of this, like this particular shofar, droning sound is a high-pitched sound, yeah, a double tone. It will cause a confusion from the Gideonites, the enemies in the valley, hearing the sound of this shofar being sounded. Yeah, it might not be this shaped shofar, but it is the sound of a shofar. Yeah, so as you have heard this particular shofar, with his awesome droning to a high-pitched sound, give us a like on this video, 658. Yeah, it's what you see is what you get. And give us a positive comment and share with your friends. Subscribe to us, that you'll be having a constant updates of our posting of our shofars on YouTube, our YouTube channel. And as you share with your friends, they will also confidently look at the video of a shofar as what you see and what you hear is what you get. We will not send you any other shofar. So this is a very majestic shofar, and it's an XL size. XL size is anything after 21 inches right up to before 24 inches. Yeah, so that is the size of an XL shofar. So thank you so much for your time to listen to some of my explanation of what the Gideon's army did in the valley against the Gideonites enemy. So thank you for watching. God bless you all, and Shalom.